Wow, hello there. Yes, it's Matthew Miller. And you find something a bit odd right on in? Yes, it's my bee suit. I'm actually in my bee suit. The reason why I'm actually in my bee suit, it's not that I'm going to go and check my hive. I'm there just to put on a bit of show. Just put on a show and to go through anything that's beekeeping related and what I'm going through may not be seen beekeeping related, but you're going to find out why. And yes, it has something to do with glyphosate. And glyphosate is the chemical that happens to be found in Roundup. Yes, so for Nico Watch, alarming levels of glyphosate found in popular American food, and yes, that's going to be including according to a report, the Hillside researchers who found cookies, crackers, popular cold cereals, and treats commonly consumed by children and adults. The tested was completed by NRIS Code, a federal drug innovation register lab use liquids. Well, I'm just going to read that though. Look at that there. Yeah, it's just glyphosate is horrible stuff. And you can see why it's being used like since like 1992. That's like around 22 years prior. You can see that. Wow. High amounts of glyphosate being used. Ooh, yeah, lot. And of course, lots being used since the GMO crops were actually being found in it as well. So, well, I'm going to move on to the next one though. Here are your glyphosate now available. Glyphosate detected in human blood, urine, and breast milk. Are you contaminated? Well, of course we will be contaminated because we probably have been consuming glyphosate without even knowing. National news for years, Monsanto best-selling glyphosate-containing weed killer Roundup has been used to spray parks, playgrounds, and GMO crops on farms over the years. They propagate the belief that glyphosate is safe to use and does not accumulate in the human body. Well, I don't think that's actually the case because, well, that's one and digested. Glyphosate is usually rapidly, does not accumulate in the body fat tissue, and does not undergo metabolism in the humans, rather it extracted unchanged in the urine, stated senior Monsanto scientist Dan Goldstein. Well, many studies have shown that glyphosate may not be innocent as some us may think. It may be linked to increase of cancer, gut and hormone imbalance, autism, Alzheimer's disease, depression, anxiety, Parkinson's disease, and Crohn's disease. These are potential health risks that have been crushed by the billion-dollar industry. Well, we're going to be about to be shown about the weed killer. Yeah, the weed killer glyphosate is found in New Zealand, Manuka Honey. Yes, and it says traces of the controversial weed killer glyphosate has been found in the New Zealand honey, following concern and high value of the Manuka industry. And this was posted on July 26th on One News. Yeah, and we're about to see what this lady's got to say. You hear that? 20%. Well, let's go back again. Well, it's not going to be safe to eat if it does contain glyphosate, because what I just shown before, you can see what's there, and that's how it's safe to eat. Whew. Wow, you hear that? Wow. 300 raw and packed honey samples, 67 were contaminated, 22%, and 5 over the maximum residue limit. Of course it is. Monsanto crap. Of Ooh. Sorry. Wow. Wow, that is pretty much right. That is a right fact. Having glyphosate and Manuka honey, having it be tainted, man, makes it a real concern. The glyphosate just needs to go. It really needs to go. It's a poison, and it not only affects plants, but affects animals and humans. And let's see what this lady's got to say. Well, well, exactly. Do you know what you heard? If you're going to be spraying, you heard what she actually said? Be aware that make sure bees are not pleasant. That's usually around, around dawn and dusk. Where bees are not pleasant, that's when it's probably the best time you're going to be spraying. But from my point of view, it's probably best you don't do any spraying at all. Especially that stuff contains glyphosate, especially with that Monsanto Roundup. Well, people, wow. Well, yeah, we're not there to watch any sports or anything. It's just we did cover the glyphosate there and the Manuka honey that's contaminated with glyphosate. Man, that is a roaring fact. And this with the untold news and that though, and yeah, people, it's a legacy of massive destruction, autism, raising its out of control in the past 5 years. Dr. Sherry has also seen the center of control her life. For the budding autism rates from 1 and 150 now 1 and 150 And yet the worst is come by the year 25 to protect 1 out of 2 male will have voice, will have diagnosed somewhere along the autism disorder spectrum under national process. Man, it's just those companies, they don't actually care. They just care about money. They don't care what harm it does. That's why it should be just, the use should discontinue. It should not be continued at all. But good news is France had banned the sale of glyphosate, and also the other country, El Salvador, also banned the glyphosate as well. So, yeah, but the problem is that when they actually, in countries going to start banning glyphosate, because we didn't do know that the people who make glyphosate, and they afford to get exposed, they should just change the name to something else. They're just going to say, oh, we're not going to make glyphosate anymore. We're going to make something else that's going to be more safe. And then you know that it's the same thing. Glyphosate just needs to go. It just needs to go, and we need to stop companies from making the same stuff. Because the thing is, because if we do ban it, they will just change the name to something else, but it'll just be the same thing. And we have to hold those companies account as well. And, well, this is all I've got to say for now, and I hope you enjoyed this Beekeeping Mondays. And if you got anything to say in the comments, let me know in the comments below, and I'll cover it on the next Beekeeping Mondays. And that's all I've got to say for now. It's Matthew Miller, sign off, over and out.